Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9 Volt Games, and today I'm going to do something I'm going to start calling a triple throwback. And it is exactly as it sounds like. With the upcoming E3 and all of the treasures that it holds for all of the new games, I'm going to start doing throwback videos, because I get excited for new games, but... Hold on, let me darken that. I get excited for new games, but I don't get as excited for new games as I do when I go down in my basement and I discover some old games that I have that I completely forgot that I had. And let's talk about these because they are somewhat important to me as far as when I obtain these systems. Now, up top you're going to see, hold on, Ailen3. Ailen3, I have that on Sega Genesis. Ailen3, well, not a huge game. Obviously, Alien is a huge franchise, but Ailen3 is one of the first games I owned for Sega Genesis. Originally, I got Sega Genesis. Obviously, my Sega came with Sonic. I got the Model 2, so I got Sonic 2 with it. And then this was bought at well, we used to have a sidewalk sale. I don't know if you guys are aware of what those are. Sidewalk sale is basically when everything's being sold out on the sidewalk in the city strip. And where I lived, there was a place that I've talked about previous videos before called not Video Headquarters, Music Forum. And this is one of the games I got for like $5. I ended up playing it. It's a side-scrolling shooter. And, yeah, I get into it for a second. I don't think I can get into each one. I don't even have my N64 one hooked up, but I can't wait to talk about that either. All these games I'm very excited about, but this is basically a side-scrolling shooter that you play as Ripley, and it's hard as fuck. Now, when we think of Alien games, we think of Alien Isolation, which is a pretty well-received survival horror, which, shoot me in the face, I have not played yet. I know. I'm sorry. I haven't. I'm so behind on newer games, it's not even funny. But when I think of aliens, I think of Colonial Marines, which was terrible. And we saw that shit at PAX when it was being shown off. But you're basically going around, saving people, killing aliens. And it's a fucking pain in the ass game. But I used to play the shit out of this when I was younger. I mean, it's nothing graphically amazing. It kind of reminds me a bit of Contra, set in the alien world. You know, it is very difficult. But it was one of the first games I had, like I said, I was very excited about. So let's move down to this one right here. This one. I don't know how well you can see it. I assume you can see it as well as it was actually produced. But this is ReLoaded. Now, Loaded was one of the first PlayStation games that I owned, and Loaded was amazing to me. Now... For those of you who never played Loaded, it's made by Interplay. That's the people that originally made Fallout. Let's darken that. Darken. And obviously Fallout being one of my favorite franchises. The old Fallouts I was very excited I was very excited about when they originally came out. And this plays kind of like it and kind of not. I mean, it's the isometric view shooter. I like playing as Flank, but he's a secret character in this one. I have to unlock them, I believe. But I also like the consumer in this one. They all have their own special set of skills, their own special set of weapons, and their own little story. And basically, you just go around and fucking kill everything. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, doing 3 classic games at once. But, you know. Come on. Fub. It's loading. Yeah, basically, top-down shooter, go around, kill everything you can. Pair up with a friend. That's where I was going with this. It's an amazing game to play with another person, multiplayer game. This is a game that I am thoroughly surprised someone has not picked up, done an HD remake for, and threw it on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live Arcade. But as you can see, it's, you know, isometric view shooter. The graphics are horrendous. You just go around, you just kill shit and survive as long as you can. It is the equivalent of a bullet hell game, except you actually get to pick the directions that you want to go. Loaded 1's a classic. You can actually get it on PlayStation Network. The original one, you can get it on PlayStation Network. However, like I said, I'm surprised someone did not pick it up and do a HD remake of it, because it is something that you could actually play with 4 players if they doctored it a little bit, and it could be an awesome 4-player multiplayer experience online. And like I said, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to spam this out to anybody. I don't know who owns the license to it anymore. But, I mean, if Bethesda is all about going in and grabbing Interplay's stuff, Why don't you guys? It's easy money. Bring back Loaded. Bring back Loaded. You'd have to change some things now because some of the things that were in there are considered highly insensitive now. Because they had someone in here whose crime was gender bending, and I can see how that would create an issue, especially now when you want to make equality in games. So just change that goddamn character. But bring back Bouncer. If anything, Bouncer was my favorite. He had the fucking dual rocket launchers. He was the shit. Now, let's talk about this one. I'm not going to play it because the controllers were over there. I should have grabbed a controller before I did this, but my son Logan is sleeping, and I'm trying to capitalize on that. So this game here is called Jet Force Gemini. And for those of you who don't know what Jet Force Gemini is, it is a third-person action game made by Rare on Nintendo 64. And this was a game that I was hoping when I saw Perfect Dark Zero coming out, I said, holy shit, I hope Microsoft does another Jet Force Gemini. Jet Force Gemini was awesome. You play as the boy, you play as the girl, or you play as the dog. And, it's a sci-fi space third-person shooter. And I just want them to bring it back. It was so much fun. And I got in so many debates about Jet Force Gemini with my friend Garrett back in the day because he used to argue with me that you can't jump. You can jump in the goddamn game. Jet Force Gemini. Check it out. And out of these 3 games, this is how I'm doing it with the throwbacks. I'm going to say a little thing like I did about each one of these. Okay? This was one of my first N64 games, by the by, when I owned my own 64. Because I used to borrow my friend Fabian's all the time. I'm going to show you these 3 games. If you want an in-depth video of any of the 3 throwbacks that I do, I'm not going to do one of each. But out of these 3, if you'd like to see me do a special video for it, and do a little story, because I could do a little story about all 3 of these, and a little gameplay, just let me know. And I think that's the way I'm going to start doing throwback videos now, because I don't know which videos to do anymore, because any of the old throwback games I've done that I greatly appreciate, I've done an in-depth video for, but I do have all these fucking games. And I'm going to rotate out the TVs to each systems, and then you tell me which one of these you want me to do an in-depth video about. I can't tell them. It's like I'm doing the weather, and I don't know where my fucking hand is. But, yeah, so, Ailen3, ReLoaded, not Loaded, ReLoaded. I could do a loaded video. And Jet Force Gemini. And right now, I guarantee you, people are going to go for Jet Force Gemini. I think I'm going to do a video for that anyways. But let me know. Let me know what you guys think of this little setup and how far you can see things, because I can't do much with the lighting in here. But thank you guys for watching.